Another episode of the Finprov podcast. I'm your host always, Finton Smith. Thank you for joining me. Look, elephant in the room. Double digits, baby. So, round of applause. Thank you. Feels good, we can officially say we're in the double digits club. And I say we because, I might be the one talking, but you're the one listening. You're the one watching. You're the one supporting the show. So, thank you very much. Fun fact, I've done stuff in the past. I've done other shows, I've done other conquests, I've done other, pursuits. I've never made it past 10 consecutive weeks of content. I've never done it. I've never made it through 10 episodes straight. Now, my last podcast, Time Waste, if you want to check it out, there's some good moments in it, but it's no Finprov, I'll tell you that much. I did 24 episodes of that, but I never did a stretch longer than 9 episodes. And I tell you what, it's getting to me because this one has been a nightmare. It's no other way to go around it. I like to be the show that gives you a real, I like to be real. I don't like to edit myself too much, and not in terms of actually like quality, but I like the ad-lib nature. I like the peek behind the curtain. I like how it's just like a conversation. It's like talking to your real, a real person, your erratic mate. It's like you're a real erratic mate. That's kind of what this is. I like that vibe. I don't like censoring myself too much. I don't like doing that. Hence the show, right? So 10 episodes, man, that's like in the grand scheme of things, it's very small, but it's, you wouldn't have heard that ring. I am sick. You have Ring on your phone. You got, we'll get back to what we're talking about. You got the doorbells, like electronic doorbells. If you've got them, we've got Ring, right? That's what it's called. Jesus Christ. If I'm not the one answering the door or ringing the door, I do not want to be notified that the doorbell is ringing. Is that too much to ask? Right now, I'm sitting here doing this. I'm not going to answer the door, so I don't give a shit that someone's at the door. I also do not care who's... It's like if I walk down to the door right now, even if I'm not leaving, I will get a notification telling me that someone's at my door. I haven't pressed the door, I haven't opened the door, I haven't even thought about leaving. And this thing will tell me, oh, someone's at your door. Well, yeah, it's me. I could be the one standing there ringing the doorbell and it will go, someone's at your door. It's me. I'm in Sydney on the weekend. Bzz, 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 bzz. For once in my life, is someone messaging me? No, it's just someone's at my door. Well, I'm hours away. I'm not answering the door. I'm in America. It's cool. Yeah, I'll get back to throwing the ball for you. Just gonna go inside real quick. Haha, okay, Tyler. What's that? They've got a lot of notifications on my phone. I hope everyone's alright. It's just the doorbell. It's just the doorbell. Yeah. I don't know if you can tell. It really pisses me off. It's smart enough to send me the thing. It should be smart enough to know when or not I would want to know. If I'm having a party, it's helpful. If I'm expecting a guest or a delivery, it's helpful. If I'm the one knocking on the door, it's a bit less helpful. If I'm the one sitting here, no intention, and I know it's just someone from inside the house walking to the door and not leaving, I don't need a notification. Okay? Is that alright? Drives me nuts. Absolutely drives me nuts. But yes, 10 episodes. If you can tell by that rant, it's been a bloody nightmare doing it. Oh man, it's been not good day. But look, I was actually at Sydney on the weekend. That was alright, but I hate Sydney. That's kind of what I learned. I knew I didn't like it already. Right, I went for my partner, and we kind of knew going into it. It's not really our scene. We're a bit more laid back, a bit more, not into that hustle and bustle, busy crowds, loud noises, dirty vibe that is Sydney. But with the weather being, expecting rain and storms and cold, so we thought, oh, well, at least there's stuff to do. There's stuff to do, but you got to do it with a million other people. First off, you got to catch the trains and stuff, and, excellent service. Cheap as chips. Oh, talking about Opal, very handy. They let you tap on with their credit card now. Yeah, very handy. It makes sense, because the Opal card was only connected to your bank account. You had money in it. So it makes sense to cut out the middleman. I'm putting money onto this card with my bank card. So yeah, it's probably easier to just use my credit card. Yeah. So that's a fun invention. But trains are confusing. Why are they not simple? You go some places, like you go Singapore, there will be 4 million trains, 4 million railways and paths and things, but everything's color-coded, everything's organized. You take a little look on there, you'll know exactly where you're going, when you're stopping, everything. Friggin' Sydney is a nightmare, man. Absolute nightmare. And you know what? Man, I am not a fan of how impatient people are. You listen to this, I can be pretty impatient, but I'm very courteous. I am very, very nice, right? With other people. Bro, people can't wait. You go to tap on, well, I gotta get my card out my wallet. Mrs. May, do you mind standing back 1 centimeter so I can tap and put my wallet back in my pocket? Do you have to be on my ass the whole time? Is that asking too much? Is it asking too much that you let me put my luggage on the seat without snarling at me? Is it too much, Cindy, Samantha, and the gang, that you don't share your burgeoning nicotine addiction with the whole damn train? I'm sure it's been a real fun coming of age weekend for you and the gals. But me and my gal on a different kind of weekend, and I don't need to know that, oh my god, you guys shouldn't have got me into this bubblegum. Oh my god, I've never done it before, but oh my god, Stacey, you better take it from me. I'm gonna be like non-stop doing this. And then Stacey's going, oh, sorry, but not everyone wants to shut up. You were so crazy. Not everyone on the train will see you. I'm sorry. Enough said. Then you get the SJs, you get the bad boys on the train. I guess it's their purpose in life, just to make everyone around them really, really uncomfortable. No mask, because that's asking too much. Then, if they're a couple, way too much PDA. Very loud, very obnoxious. Make sure everyone in the cart know exactly what's going on in their lives. What's up with that, man? Do what you want to do, but Jesus Christ, maybe I don't know, be a bit more considerate of other people. I don't know, again, that's probably asking too much. But then, we get to our hotel, right? Because, of course, we actually got on, we kept getting on wrong trains and stuff. But, we got to the hotel. And now, the hotel that we booked, it was it's your own apartment. And so, you're seeing views, you're seeing your own balcony, you're seeing views of the city, of the bridge, of the water, right from your apartment, views of the water. How lovely, how marvelous, how bloody fantastic, right? You're seeing your own private bathroom, you've got, a big bathtub, you've got your own laundry, you've got this nice, modern, sleek kitchen, you've got a nice plasma flat screen TV, you've got nice couches. You got it all. Your big king bed in the master bedroom, mirrors in the wall, your own, it's all fantastic, right? You get there, though, and we're walking, and then we see the entrance. And we're looking at it, and it's the right address, but we're looking at the name, it's a completely different name. So that's red flag number 1. Red flag number 2 is when you get in there and they tell you, yeah, we go by 2 different things. I'm not aware of too many companies that go by 2 separate things, knowingly. I'm not aware of that. And, it's a good sign. So that's red flag number 2. Red flag number 3 is the guy that, anytime they got to take a deposit from you straight away, it's like, you're taking the money right now. You're taking our money here. We're paying here right now. Why you need an extra deposit? That doesn't make sense to me. Especially because that doesn't make sense. If I'm paying you hundreds of dollars right here to you, why do you then need to take more money? Just so you know, just in case you break... What? Dog, I just gave you hundreds of dollars. Why would I want to then wreck stuff? So what? I don't understand that. Red flag number 4 is the stench of chlorine from the pool. The stench that goes into the hallway, into the elevators. And you have to book the pool, so no one's even in it. It's empty. And you know that chlorine smell? It just burns your nose. It ruins your taste. It's just chemicals. That's just the only way to... It's just chemicals, right? Then you get in the elevator, and there's 10 floors. And the first floor is the lobby, right? Red flag number 5 is when you're on the second floor. But nowhere in the process you never got to book a room or book a floor. So red flag number 5 is that your room and your floor number, all that is pure luck of the draw. It's a lottery system. If you're on the first floor, that's usually a bit of a red flag. Because we walk in there and this place genuinely looks like a prison. And when I tell you that I've been to Alcatraz, and for a minute I went in a trance and was seeing the gallows, I was seeing the mess hall, and then I came to and I was standing outside the door. It felt like a prison. The exact same color scheme as well. That shitty, ugly, old-looking yellow, green, and red with a really old, rotting timber floor that's just scratched a bit. And we walk to the room, and I've honestly never seen anything like this. This makes it look really authentic to a prison. Because, while in prison the cell is on the inside, here at the hotel, the cell was on the outside of the door. Because lining the halls, outside every room, is a metal box. Like metal walls, 2 on the side, 1 on the front, that encloses, it's a gate, and encloses your room. But you're inside. And inside that area is a couple meters, It's like a patio in a hotel, indoors, surrounded by other ones, with no furniture, no equipment, nothing. That was alarming. That felt like we were gonna get robbed. Then you open the door and you see what you see. You see the place kind of falling apart. Then you step into the bedroom, which your promised king bed is actually two singles joined together, which was not advertised. And the problem with two singles joined together is now you got to sleep with that joining thing in the middle. And if you've ever slept on one, you know it's a worse surface to sleep on than anything. You put a sandbag in the middle of your bed and you lie on that and you'll go, oh, I didn't know I had two singles. That's what it feels like. It feels like a sandbag. Because it's not like it's flat either. You definitely feel the bump. So that was a bit alarming. And you see in the photos as all, you've got mirrors and stuff. You've got nothing in there. The room is literally a bed. That's it. That's the only thing in there. Right? Then you have the hall and you walk down. It's pretty freaking narrow. Then you got the bathroom, which, you promise nice tiles and the full bathtub and its own full laundry. You don't get any of that, because what you get in there is a small little shower, right? With above it, it has, as any smart architect would do, is this fire alarm, like the safety sprinkler, is above the shower. Directly above the shower. Not even like it's off. And I kinda, I'll be the first to admit, science isn't my best friend. Boy do I love it. But I don't understand it. Any firemen and women listening, does it make sense to put a fire sprinkler on top of a shower? Because I feel like the place where you use water the most and is all tiled wouldn't be at the top of the flammable list, If your shower has caught on fire, I don't know if the sprinkler is going to do you much good at that point. I think if the shower, the place where water comes out of, is on fire, maybe, just maybe, it's too late. And more water from a little sprinkler, a smaller sized funnel, than the shower, it's probably not going to help. So you get back to me if I'm wrong in my assumption. But that was what I feel, right? And of course, there was no bathtub in there. And then the laundry is, a sink, a washing machine, and dryer stacked right on top of each other. So cramped in the room that you actually physically couldn't open the door. And then when you actually take out the lint filter in the dryer, it's not been cleaned in months apparently, because the amount of dust that came out of that thing filled up the apartment. And I'm allergic to dust. And by allergic to dust, I don't mean I'm gonna die, but if you're living with me, you're gonna want to kill me, because I don't stop sneezing. My eyes get all they start to shut, the throat gets itchy. It's not good, right? Then you walk to the kitchen and you're expecting, well, at least we're going to have a modern sleek. No, it's nothing. It's stained, it's small, it's dirty, it's very poorly lit, and you've got a fridge that, one of these ones that you haven't even touched it, and it's just making this sound. All night long. So that's fun. Then you look at your living room, and it's a TV that would fit in 1980. with Foxtel, which you go, oh, well, at least I get to watch all of the channels. No, you can only watch 10% because they skimped out on their subscription. Then you have your wonderful view. Now, we didn't have a balcony, but you've got big glass doors, big blinds, open them up. Am I going to see the water? No, I'm going to see a brick wall. And on the bottom of the brick wall is, you betcha, brick pavement. And to the right is, you betcha, all the bins from the accompanying cafes, restaurants, and hotel. Then you look to the left, you bet your bottom dollar it's a homeless man. Then you look across the pavement, you betcha, council pickup zone. We got mattresses, we got junk, we got exercise bikes, we got real bikes, we got scooters. Then you look at, you step back in, shut the blind, because that's never been opened again, and you realize you've got no sunlight in the entire apartment. And you never appreciate sunlight until you don't get any, because waking up feels so weird when it's all dark, right? Then you get in the elevator, and you're seeing the little SJ 13-year-olds go to the penthouse. So that felt bad, but I didn't really like Sydney. One peculiar part of Sydney, though, very, very peculiar, was... Now, I'm shocking with, like, Circular Quay, Darling Harbour. I never really know what's what. I mean, I just spent 4 days there. I still couldn't tell you the difference, right? So, I could be wrong. But I think this was Darling Harbour, right? And then there's, like, this alley right near the convention centre. And, like, most sort of alleys and... Like, they're always a bit weird, but I feel like you hear about, you know, when there's lots of people in alleys, you don't really walk down. Like, if there's no restaurants, there's no bars or anything like that. And usually it's, you know, because there's thugs, there's bad guys, you know, bad stuff happens in alleys. This alley was the weirdest echo chamber. Now, I guess there, it's just normal practice. I haven't seen that around here too often, right? Around the local too often. And that's an alleyway that both sides is just groups dancing. Like, that's it. You got TikTok dancers, you got hip-hop dancers, you got people doing, like, contemporary art dancers, you got skaters, you got, you know, but they don't go down the alley, they stay on the fringes. Because this is dominated by dance groups. And I can, hand on chest, hand on heart, I can tell you, I've never been more intimidated in my life. I've got no rhythm, you know. Oh, just joking. I'm not a very good dancer. But there is something about seeing these people film their TikTok dances that does give me an appreciation for the arts, you know. It's one thing to see it online, it's another to see it in person, and it's way worse. It is way worse. I mean, it's kind of cool seeing people dance, but it's also not. That was a weird echo chamber. Another weird echo chamber was Rose Bay. It's like a nice bay. Well, it's not really. It's all right. It's a lot of rich people, right? But we're on this beach, and you think, how freaking hard is it to get a towel nowadays? Let me tell you that. Before we go to the beach, we've got to walk around the whole... You're in Sydney, right? You're in the Mecca, apparently. How freaking hard is it to find somewhere to get just a cheap pair of board shorts and a towel? I'll tell you, it's next to impossible, because it's kilometers before you can get to like a Kmart or a you know, a Target, a big... Because that's not posh, baby. That's not rich. That's not nice. You can't find one of those for a little bit, right? If you're in the center, which is strange to me. Bro, I didn't even see groceries. You live in Sydney. Where the hell do you get groceries? I passed two Metro, you know, we passed two Metro Woolies the whole time we were there. Dog, where you guys get where you guys eat? You're just seeing guys in suits walking all day and night. Where you guys eat? Is it takeout every night? Like, you can see why Uber Eats is the king out there, you know? Well, actually, menu log, whatever. You see why delivery is the way to go. But Borchers, like, how the hell? You try finding a surf shop there, it's next to impossible. You go to Rip Curl, a Rip Curl, Billabong, you pieces of shit. You're trying to sell, like, this lifestyle of easygoing, groovy surfer, but even on 40% off, you're gonna charge me $60 for a pair of board shorts? When my lady can get two swimmers for $20, 40% off is gonna cost Finty Poo $60 for a pair of shorts? Wow. Wow. And what's worse, it's gonna cost me $65 for one towel. You know, I was wearing my In Touch with the Common Man t-shirt. Let me tell you, I didn't see another. And then, of course, I don't get that. And we find ourselves in Pitt Street Mall. And wandering aimlessly. Right? Can't find nothing. Getting to Myers. You go, Myers, not terrible. Not terrible, but still $35 reduce for a pair of shorts? Piece of shit, ugly shorts. But then I bought them anyway. One towel. Even for cheap, $35 for it. Is that... Maybe I'm just, maybe I've lost touch with reality. But that sounds like a lot for one ugly towel. But you do what you gotta do. So $60, $70 later, we get to this bay. And what's not advertised is it's a dog beach as well. And it's smelly. And like, it's one thing for dogs to be sort of running around and splashing and whatever. It's another to watch them, because they're dogs. I think people forget that dogs are dogs. So when you bring them to cafes and restaurants and bars and clubs and hotels and dogs are dogs. So they actually don't follow human rules. And so a human rule, it's frowned upon if I was to drop my shorts and shit on the beach, right? It's not so frowned upon for a dog to do it. And let me tell you, when I say I saw I saw a shit so bad that I genuinely think it'll be seared into my mind for at least the next 6 months. If I ever go back there, I think on command, I will throw up. It was like watching someone hurl yellow Gatorade and Twiggy sticks full force for 15 to 20 seconds. But take out that, but imagine that not coming out of a human's mouth, but a squatting dog's rear end, no more than 10 meters away from you. It looks like someone got a Cadbury egg, a bunch of Cadbury eggs, put them in a blender, shot them out of a cannon. That's what this looks like. And then oh my God, I'm gonna throw up right now. If that's not enough, the little fella wasn't done. After wetting his beak, setting the appetite, making room, he pops out a couple of logs, little scurry with the feet, calls it a day. Back into the water. Disgusting. Then, out of nowhere, I'm trying to forget this memory out of my head, lying down on the towel, and we're sharing the one towel, because Jesus Christ, we're not buying two. So we're sharing the one towel. I put my head up, there's another dog, thank God a different dog, that just licks me right on the mouth. Just out of nowhere. Now, this was a friendly dog, but where's its owner? And it just was a weird time for all parties involved. But 3 minutes pass before its owners realize it's not there. But then there was another guy who's saying, Davey, oh, look at the ball, Davey. My guy, Davey, doesn't want anything to do with you. Davey's a dog. He's trying to get a piece of the other dog's balls, both his tennis and his testicles. So he's clearly not responding to you. How about you walk 30 meters up the beach and get your dog? But would that work for you? Would that be unreasonable to ask? Jesus Christ, I hate people. Then we went to the zoo. The zoo's fun, you know. It's a little sad, obviously. You wish they were in the wild, but it's nice to see them as well. It's always, it's a double-edged sword. It's great when they're there because, for reasons, as in they're an endangered species, they're rehabbing, they're, whatever the reason. But there's good reasons, They were, its parents were lost and this one was raised and now it loves it here. It was attacked in the wild and now it's here because it won't be able to survive out there. Billions, right? But then it's also a little bit sad. But, man, you ever seen a goat's testes? Let me tell you, one word, impressive. 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 It's impressive, but impressive. It's impressive with an M, but it's... Say it right now with me. Impressive and impressive. It's impressive, but impressive sounds better. Now, maybe that's because my Instagram's Finpressive, so I'm really used to saying in. For another day. But yeah, a goat's got some kahunas on him, right? I had a quick peek downstairs and went, uh-oh. They're not going to be calling me Ram anytime soon. Then you go around there and it's fun. It's, the zoo's the zoo. It's cool. It's whatever. What I don't like is, I don't really like taking photos in general. Like, I don't like taking selfies and stuff. Like, if it's going to be, serious, I hate serious photos, right? Obviously, I have the face for it. I don't have the attitude for it. But you're waiting in line and, because if you want to take a photo of the giraffe, so you want to take one of the elefante, or you want to take one with the bridge and stuff in the background, and you sort of wait your turn, but of course people know courteous, because why would, in the year 2021, why would people care about other people? I proclaim on here, I hate most of them, but I'm a very nice guy. But apparently, that's pretty rare, right? Because why would you? Why would you care about anyone else? Why would you? I'm the fool, right? When someone offers to take a photo of you, and you go, yeah, and so now there's someone taking a photo, and you've tried a few selfies your own, and they didn't go to plan, so you're already offside on the idea immediately, right? Then someone offers to take the photo, and then it's like, oh, well, you can't say no, right? So then you awkwardly stand there, take your photos. Someone has offered to take the photo. You would think that maybe they would give you a 1, 2, 3 standard photography stuff, but they don't. This guy, they took ours, and he just takes it. It's like, okay, thanks. Then he goes, can you take of us? I said, oh, okay, yeah, I thought that'd be the trade, classic funny guy stuff. No reaction. So then I'm like, well, I'm not going to say 1, 2, 3, so I didn't. I just took 4, gave them the phone, they disappeared. I thought that was funny. Saying it out loud, it wasn't that funny. It was just a weird human interaction, I suppose. Another thing, though, man, kids are annoying, eh? I like seeing the animals. I want to see the seal show. I don't want your child on your shoulders in front of me. Then I also don't want behind me your child crashing into my back because you couldn't hold him in place. I want to look at the iguanas, Stefan. You're going to have to control little Petey Weedy because if he messes up my iguana visit, I'm going to mess up his Teletubbies visit, okay? I'm not afraid to take his little iPad out of his hand, okay? If I want to see the gorillas, I'm allowed to stand at the front for 15 seconds before someone's slimy little hands and annoying voice goes, "Oh, I want to see gorilla, gorilla, excuse me, excuse me." Get out of here. Get out of here. Then the zoo is a day visit, eh? That's your entire day gone. Gone. And most of the time you're there, the animals are sleeping. And I can't blame them, but if you're advertising lions and you only have one and the homie's sleeping the entire time, it's a little bit disappointing. Still not as disappointing as expecting a Waterview apartment and getting a jail cell. But that's okay, because you wash it down with dinner on the wharf and you can't hear yourself think because the music is so loud. And you be brave, you get a cocktail you haven't had before, $17 down the drain. What do you know? It's shit. Because anytime you ever order a cocktail that you don't know, it never, ever works out well. And you get dinner and you're so overworked, your senses are so overworked by everything going around you. You order the same thing you had two of at home before you left. And you didn't realize it until halfway through. And you go, "Oh, I had 2 bread rolls with chicken and coleslaw. And then I went out to dinner, paid 3 times the amount for a chicken and coleslaw burger. Oh, perhaps I am not what you call a businessman." Sorry if this one sucked. I kind of just drank. I don't like Sydney. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Finprov podcast. I'm your host, as always, Finton Smith. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.